relax, and it has been a bit of a tumultuous day. Tumultuous day, tumultuous day, tumultuous day in the vtuber community. So, I hope that we can just kind of relax for a bit and put the negativity out of our minds. The negativity, the negativity, the negativity. It might be hard the next couple days if you're someone who is sensitive to bad news or seeing a lot of people upset. It might be a good idea to stay off of social media, because if you're a big empath, you might be bothered. I've been seeing nothing but really negative tweets. But if you can handle it, I would like to take this opportunity to plug my own shit. That's what a real content creator would do. And I'd like to plug my video on YouTube about how to support vtubers for free. There are little things that you can do to support your favorite vtubers. A little goes a long way in supporting your Oshi, so if you have the capacity, lend a hand to your Oshi. And if you don't have the capacity, don't worry about it. You don't owe a vtuber fucking anything. Vtubers aren't real. Waifus aren't real. In fact, some may say that women aren't real. Titties are, though. Titties are real. I do tappies on my titties, but they won't make a good sound. Such a bummer. I've been tapping on an empty pill bottle. I don't know how good my sounds are. Can you guys hear that? It sounded like a high-pitched, like squeaking sound in a horror film. I'm like, what the fuck is that? 1 second, I have to cough. I'm very sorry if that woke you. I didn't want to mute because I thought that would be really jarring. When I move, I want to have a better desk setup, because right now my mic is like really close to my desk, to the point where the cord is like bending, and so anytime I like click with my mouse, it's very loud. Oh my god. See, if you could hear that, that is people outside of my apartment doing shit. I don't know what they're doing. I have my blinds drawn. I'd have to assume they're messing with dumpsters or something. So it would be great for that to go away too. But what I was saying is, wait, is the kind of, like when you say kinda, is that in relation to the high-pitched squeaking sound? Oh shit, really? Okay. I'm gonna be quiet for a bit and see if we can hear it. It sounded more like tapping. Then I don't know. That's not great. just my nails for tapping. Very weird. If anybody can hear a high-pitched squeaking noise, kind of like the way that I would describe it was like, oh no, I hear it. Okay, it's not my mic, it's something external. It's like a squeaky noise. Wait, it might be my chair, guys. It actually could be my chair. That is so embarrassing. Alright, well, never mind. I want to get a new chair too. What I was saying is when I move, finally, I'd like to redo my desk setup. Because if I redo my desk setup, I'd be able to have my mic not resting like this, and I'd have easier access to my stream deck and all that stuff. But the reason I have my desk set up in a way that is inconvenient is because I don't want Midna to ruin everything. I have a lot of fragile or expensive items for my streaming. Sorry, I didn't know if it was tied to saying I don't know. That's driving me crazy though. I mean, I just heard it. Now I'm muting. If anybody can hear a high-pitched squeaking noise, let me know, because now I've muted on my end and I don't hear it right now. I'm wondering if it's the fucking filters. That will piss me off. I'm so sorry, everybody. Anyways, when I get this all set up differently, I'll be able to have higher quality sounds and stuff. So that would be really, really nice. But not really a lot that I can do right now. I'm not moving until August, so TBD, I guess. I'm gonna move my armrests down. I wonder if that's got anything to do with it. It's so hard to say. I think it's my chair, but I can't prove it. I don't know. It's too hard to know. But yeah, today is mostly a tapping day since I've got my nails. They're not crazy long or anything, but I'm not used to having nails. So fun stuff. Let me see. I actually have a bottle of nail polish. I get funny comments from my mom whenever I let my nails grow out. I mean, I think that if you have long nails and you're not gonna paint them or anything, I think it's kind of gross, because it's just gonna collect dirt and stuff. The thing is, I am a long time nail biter, so my nails are really, really small because I was biting my nails as a little kid, and they would grow in kind of on this sounds. It sounds different depending on like where I put my hand to hold it. I don't really like it. I'm kind of like, yeah, that's whatever. It's fine. Do you see what I mean about like the clicking? And also, oh my god, do you hear the people on the fucking street? People drive like ass around here. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Oh my god. Anyways, oh my god. Okay. Anyways, let me see. That's really bad. I was trying to tap my glasses and that sounds like shit too. I'm gonna tap this right here, and it's something that I think a lot of VTuber fans actually should own. It's a product that I really, really like. I'm not sponsored. But with the summer season coming up, to me, it's an essential. I can't imagine leaving the house without it, and it is deodorant. Yes, it's deodorant. Do you guys recall that last year at Off-Kai, people smelled so fucking bad that Off-Kai in the official goddamn Discord server had to make an announcement saying that they would turn people away from the party floor if you smelled like shit. That's cause you motherfuckers are scared of being clean. Y'all wanna fucking act as though your waifu's gonna fall for you while you smell like straight up funk. No, that's not gonna happen. You should be smelling good. You should be smelling good, and you should be clean. And the very least you can do, it is easy as hell, is put on some deodorant. They sell it in travel sizes, so if you're nervous to start, you can at least begin with a small amount. It doesn't take much to help you out. Now, if you're somebody that already does shower regularly, and you already do use deodorant, perhaps you even use a cologne or perfume, you're a W person. You're a good person, and I bet your parents love you, and I bet your waifu's parents are gonna love you too, man. This is actually aluminum-free deodorant, and my mom thinks that I should switch to a different one because, you know, for a long time there were like concerns about, you know, aluminum being in deodorant causing like health problems. But now like more research has come out and it's like, can it cause problems? Yeah, but so can basically anything. It's just at this point it's like, you might as well go back to using regular deodorant. So I might switch to a different one. I need to switch to a different scent anyways because this one is scented like cucumber and mint, which, oh my god, what the fuck was that? That was spooky, scary, I'm sorry. The perfume that I wear is vanilla scented, so cucumber and mint don't really go with vanilla, Reisa, right? But if I had to be something else, I think it would be cool to be a sea creature, or perhaps like a different animal, like a horse or a cow. I like those. I like horses because they're very silly, and I like cows because they're very cute. And then for sea creatures, I'm really partial to seals and sea lions because they are also very, very silly and very noisy. Just like, oh, I need to turn off the audio for the alerts, so sorry. Oh, that's not the alert. But thank you, Grim Hollow, for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Some idols and vtubers have collab skins or themed skins. I have only ever noticed collab skins for corporate vtubers. I have no fucking money. Models cost a lot of money. I won't say explicitly like how much the individual parts cost, like how much the art cost or how much the rigging cost or anything like that for the model. But I will tell you straight up that my model that I use on my streams cost me around, I don't remember the exact number, so this is not exact, but it cost me roughly $5,000. I saved up for a long time. I really had to save up my money for a long time in order to get that put together, so you can imagine that getting a new outfit is probably going to cost at least half of that. Unfortunately, I only have about $300 to my name right now, so I can't justify anything like that right now, but it would certainly be cool. The Hollow Girls get these really cool Monster Hunter ones. They are very cool. They are very cool. Sorry for the cracking, guys. That's my, those are my monitor risers. I don't know why they do that. I have monitor risers because, I have two of them because I have two monitors. Under my further one, I have my PS4, and under my main monitor, I put my keyboard when I'm done for the day. It's so neat because I don't use my drawers at all for the monitor risers because Midna just sticks her grubby little paws into them and takes anything that I have in there out. So once I get a new desk set up and I have like an office, then I can have that be separate and have things be so much more organized. Let me try tapping something else now. I have my phone. Oops. Because you talked about the Monster Hunter outfits, which one is your favorite? Fuck, I'd have to look at them again because if I'm being fully honest, I only usually see them one time. I usually only see them, like on Twitter, when they're revealed because, I'm not really into Monster Hunter. My only experience playing Monster Hunter was, I think it was my birthday last year. I was playing with Mogu, and, it was like the new Monster Hunter that had come out. I don't know if it's World or Wilds or, it's something, had just started. And I spent a while in the character creator, and I got through the tutorial and stuff, and I was ready to play with her. We maybe got to do like one fight together, and then the game made my PC blue screen. That is the only time that my PC has blue screened since I built it. Mind you, I built it in fucking 2022. So, I wouldn't say that I didn't have a ton of fun. I haven't played it since. So, I'm like, I'm alright. But I do think that the Hollow Girls outfits are very, very cool. I just can't remember. I think the one that's like sticking out in my brain, like, again, I can't picture it, but I'm thinking of Ina. I feel like Ina had a cool one. I don't remember. I don't know. Let me see. I don't know if you can hear this. I'm gonna scratch my scalp. Not bald. It's proof I'm not bald. Let me see here. This is my mascara. It is not sponsored, but I use, right now I'm using Lancome Lash Idol. It's really hard to tap this because it's so little. It's like, it makes that deeper noise if I hold it with one hand and tap it with the other. But it makes that high-pitched noise if I hold it in my mouth and use both hands to tap. I think that's interesting. I know that a lot of ASMR artists used to like really tap things while holding them with their mouth so that you can use both hands, but I think that might have gotten sexualized. I'm not sure. Womp womp. I'm gonna use now a mini brush that I have. I bought this brush on a whim because it's light pink on one side and mint on the other, and I thought it would be a good vacation brush. Because I was like, oh, I'm going to Off-Kai, I should get this. I'm not going to Off-Kai anymore, so now I have no use for this. Because it's literally just a travel size brush, so now I'm just, if I get any in-person job interviews, I'm packing this in my purse so that I can touch myself up in the car before I walk in the door. Also, this is entirely random, but right now I want french fries so bad, like really bad, but I have an enormous, like, my mom, she's very sweet, and she likes to usually bring me, I would say every other week or so when she visits me, because she visits me pretty often. She needs to see my cat, she likes to bring me homemade food, and she makes me soup, but the problem with her soup is that it's 90% fruit, like solid. It's got carrots and celery and egg noodles and chicken, but it is heavy as hell. If you stick your spoon in there, you're going to end up with almost no liquid because there's too many fucking solids, and it's hard for me to eat all of it. But I have one left, and if I don't eat it tonight, it's gonna go bad. So I have to McDonald's fries. I don't like them cold or undercooked or anything like that, but I like when they're like kinda soft. Because sometimes if fries are like, because I like I like fast food fries, as opposed to like a steak fry. Like I'm not really into, first of all, I hate waffle fries. I don't like waffle fries, but I'm not into those fries that are kind of like flat and wide either. I like a McDonald's style French fry. But, yeah, I don't know, like, I feel like when fries, there was a restaurant that I went to that had really thin, super crunchy French fries, and I didn't like them because I felt like I was just eating like crunched up Lay's chips. It kind of sucked. Like, I like Lay's chips, but I'm like, damn, you're robbing me of the experience of having chips. So, yeah. Everybody likes to dog on McDonald's, but I think they're very reliable. And it's really not that expensive. I like when food is cheap. My first year at Offguy. So again, I'm not going to Offguy this year. When we get closer to Offguy proper, I'm gonna make like an actual announcement being like, hey, I'm not gonna be at Offguy, blah blah blah. Because I have some plans for things to do during Offguy weekend for all of us who aren't going. But my first year going to Offguy was 2024. And I remember I was with a big group of friends, and it was the Sunday night, I think. So it was like the night that Offguy was ending, and we were in the atrium, and I had money at the time, and I decided to get like $100 McDonald's order to just share with a lot of people, and that was really fun. I got a tote of cookies, and I ended up being the one eating most of them because most people didn't want them. But it was very fun. I'm kind of bummed that I'm not going to Offguy this year, but I'm not too sad about it just because, honestly, I don't know what I would do, if that makes sense. I think that over the years, Offguy is kind of, its focus has kind of shifted from being like VTuber focused to being VTuber fan focused. So I think that if you're like a VTuber fan and not a VTuber yourself, the experience is getting better and better with every passing year. But if you're a VTuber proper, it's, I think, a little bit more difficult to connect with other VTubers, because obviously the larger an event is, the less privacy you're going to get. I know of a lot of people who aren't going anymore because they want to maintain anonymity. I would like to go to one Offguy. It does feel like it's not about the VTubers themselves. Well, it's definitely a convention about VTubers, but it's, I would say, more about catering to fans than talents. Because if it was about catering to talents, it would be kind of like a business convention, I think. Because you hear people talking about a lot of industry mixers and stuff. I've never been invited to one. I've never been to an industry event. But I can tell you that I thought I heard some. A lot of those events are not hosted like through accounts perform. They've had like Nene Amano, Isa, different VTubers performing. So they have VTuber themed beverages and then concerts, basically. So, but like, it's not like Off Guy is organizing that. That's organized by the Oshi Bar staff. It's its own thing. So, a lot of events that are actually like put together by Off Guy are more so targeted to VTuber fans. Which makes sense, you know? At least I think it makes sense. Shit, sorry guys. Again, I would love to get a different setup because so my mic right now is a Rode NT1 Signature Series. And I think the mic is fine. But the shock mount really annoys me, so when I move I'm gonna experiment with taking this shit off because I feel like I'm hitting this all the time and it's making a lot of unnecessary noises. But yeah, I'm not gonna be at Off Guy this year, at least not in person and not in an official capacity. I am gonna do what I can to appear virtually though. I'm hoping that maybe I can have a meet and greet appearance. So we will see. Hang on, I need to sit different because Min is gonna try to bite my legs. Okay. This is my container of Advil. Since I have my fucking migraines all the time now. I have to be careful with this because too much noise will wake up the big mean cat. Let me try the empty pill bottle again. Oh yeah, I think she's gonna maybe, she might start screaming soon. She's upset that she can't open my closet doors. How long are you planning to stream today? Probably, another, I don't know. I usually like to, for ASMR, have it be at least an hour of me actually being on screen, but the thing is, pre-rolls are only off for another 8 or so minutes, and I don't want people to get jump scared with an ad. And I don't really have a lot planned. I don't want to exacerbate any potential headache, you know. I turned off my AC. I turned off my AC for this. And I'm feeling really, really warm. So, you know, gotta make sure that I'm being responsible. Plus, we are gonna, stream a little earlier tomorrow, so that's actually a good time to bring up my schedule. Bam. So, let me move that. I don't like this location for this. Okay. That's better. So, the schedule for this week. ASMR, but I find it very, very challenging. I don't know how people do it. Does that gross anybody out? Oh well. I wanted to try. But yeah, I think we will skip a raid tonight, and we will just end simply, okay? Oh yay, I'm glad. You like this? I gotta work on it, but I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. I'm snoozing this other ad so I can close really, really easy. Again, my next stream will be tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central Time. For reference, right now it is, well, I guess if you're watching the VOD, it doesn't matter. Never mind. It's 3 p.m. CST when my stream will go live for Fire Emblem. And also, again, this has been a bit of a rough day for the VTuber community. There's been a variety of very negative announcements. So I would highly suggest that if you need to take a break from social media, take a break. It's okay, and it's totally understandable because some of the topics get kind of heavy. But if you have the capacity to, don't ever forget to support your favorite VTubers. And you can do so for free by checking